Okay, thanks for joining me. We're just going to spend a couple of minutes pressing pause on the day. We're going to spend a little bit of time just slowing down our breath, getting ourselves ready to just focus on ourselves for a few minutes. Some of these postures are quite strong, but there's an option in everyone, so there should be something for everyone. Okay, so to start, just roll back your shoulders. Just make sure they're not creeping up towards your ears. Just find your seat bones, push out of your seat bones. Close your eyes or take your gaze down and just notice that inhale, lengthen it, take it down to the belly. You could press your hand on your belly so you really feel that breath coming down. And then as you exhale, just making sure you take the breath out of the belly, out of the chest, the sides of the lungs, and just really empty those lungs. So get rid of all that stale oxygen and give yourself a real fresh boost, a restart today. Okay. Inhale. Notice that inhale, notice where it's going in the body. And just be. So you might notice that your mind wants to wander, but just try and bring it back to your body, how you're feeling today. Set yourself a little bit of an intention, so how you want to feel at the end of this, and keep reminding yourself of that as you move through. Good. Okay. So come over into your child's pose. So you can take your knees nice and wide if you want. Hands forwards. Just keep those hands on the fingertips connected, and don't drop your forehead to the ground just yet. Just allow your ears to follow your shoulders. Because I just want that whole back to just stay a little bit more connected at the moment. Try and find length in the spine. Good. And throughout this practice, just play a little bit. So work out what your body sort of needs and just play. Good. So you're going to take your hands a little bit wider. And you're coming through from a child's pose up to a bit of a cobra. So we're just taking that body through. Good. And then rolling your shoulders back, switching on your glutes, pressing your toes down. And inhaling here. Good. And then using the strength in your arms, push back into that child's pose. Inhaling here down to the belly and coming back through. Good, so you can move up a little bit higher this time if you want. Just making sure you're pressing those toes down. Good, and once more. Push back. Good, and through you go. You can come up to your full up dog if you want. Glutes on, tummy muscles on, belly button to spine. Good, and take it back down. Push back into your child's pose. And just take the right hand out to the side at 90 degrees and the left. That's your left hand. And your right hand slightly up and over. So you just feel that side stretch through the right rib cage, the right side body. Inhale and take it over to the other side. Good. Good. And then back to centre. And find your tabletop. So onto all fours with your knees underneath your hips. Draw the core in. Put the muscles either side of your back. In. And you want a small bend in your elbows. Good. Okay, and then we're just going to take our right hand up and over, just a small twist, gaze at your hand, threading the needle through between your hand and your other leg, shoulder to the ground. Rest for a moment, and if you want a little bit more and to bring in a little bit of balance, just bring your palms together, feel the pressure, and then you can take your back leg out. One breath here. Good. And then back to centre, drawing that core in. Good. And then opening. Inhale. Exhale it down onto your shoulder. Take a moment. If you want a little bit more, if you want to join me, palms to centre, bringing that twist and taking that leg back. Draw the core in. Find that balance early in the session. Find that focus. Good. And then taking it back down. Good. Okay. Draw the core in. Bring that right foot through. Open the chest. Good. Tuck over the back toe. And you're going to come, you can either stay on your knee, so you're dropping into the hip a little bit, or you can join me and you can come up for a bit of a high lunge, your arms forward. Try and evenly press into the toes, both front and back, and then taking it down, drawing your shoulder blades back towards one another, and just tucking under that tailbone. Good. Inhale, push through the back toe. Exhale, taking it back. Inhale. Good. Taking the shoulder blades back. Good. Inhale. And exhale. And the last time, make it count. Push through that back toe. Exhale it back. Good. Okay, now you're going to try and balance on that right foot. So you're going to come through, taking that foot forward, drawing the toes back towards you, and just gently pulse that leg. 3, 4, 5. Good. Hands to heart centre. 2 to the side. 4, 5. And then you're going to come over into your warrior 3. So try and keep your hips level. Try not to curl your standing toes. Good. Gazing at the ground. And then taking that back down. And if you want, you can just bring in a slight twist. So taking your palms and just pushing that elbow away onto that right knee. Good. And hands to heart centre. Taking it back down. Pushing back in to your child's pose. Reconnect with that breath. Good. Okay. Back to all fours. Stepping through with the right foot, tucking over stepping through the left foot, tucking over the right foot, drawing in the belly and pressing evenly, feeling that connection between the left foot and the right toe. Shoulders down, and then exhale it back. Inhale it forwards. Feel that engagement through the whole body as you bring things up. You're pushing through the feet, you're pushing into the thighs, pushing that mat away. Good. That's it. Core is constantly thinking about working, and hopefully that follows you through the rest of the day. And in a session like this, actually your mind doesn't want to wander as much because it's busy. Good. Okay. Hands back. Taking. Oh no. Hands to heart centre. Draw the core on. Good. And then you're going to follow through with that right foot. Good. And pulse. 3, 4, 5. Taking it out to the side. Hands to heart centre. Haven't got quite enough room here. Hopefully you have. 3, 4. And then into your warrior 3. 2. Good. Trying not to roll that right foot open too much. Good. And placing it back down. Drawing that belly back in. And if you want to bring in that twist. Just. Good. Sorry guys, I almost forgot that one. Inhale here, keep that breath flowing to where it needs to be, into the legs I would imagine. Good. And stepping back onto all fours. Good, coming back onto your knees. You can tuck over your toes. If that doesn't feel right, don't go there. But actually, feel quite a release through the fascia in the feet. Roll your shoulders back. Good. Okay. And then just coming into a bit of a back bend. So just taking your hands either side of your hips and gazing up. So coming to where you want to go. If you want to come into a full camel, you know your body, that's absolutely fine. So pushing into the thighs, you can take your heels and inhale into the front body, into the chest. Good. And protecting your back as you come back round. Coming onto your heels, taking your hands nice and wide. Good. And tucking those toes over again. And you're just going to lift up. If this doesn't feel right, don't go there. Just lift up and taking the weight onto your hands. So your toes, you want to be just on your tips of your toes. Good. And we're going to do that once more. So hands, weight into your knuckles, not into your wrist too much. Good. Draw that core in. Good. And coming back down. Good. Hands a little bit further in front. Okay. And you're sending your hips upwards and into your puppy pose. So dropping, melting that heart, melting the shoulders, melting the forehead onto the ground. And just reconnect with that breath for a moment. Good. Coming back. Taking the hands the width of the mat. Tucking over the toes and coming into your downward dog. So get playful here. See what your body needs. Pedal those feet. Good. Send those shoulders back and up. Hips to the sky. Good. Width in the shoulders. That's it. And send your right leg up and out. Three-legged dog. Try not to roll through your hips. Good. Drawing that core in. Lovely. And then bringing it back down. Good. And you're going to roll over into your plank. Coming onto your knees if you want. Drawing that core up. Rolling under your tailbone. Good. And coming in to your side plank. Good. That's it. And if you want, taking your left foot up a little bit. And then dropping it down for your wild thing. So open your chest, breathe into the front of your chest. Sorry, I haven't given myself much space here. Good. And taking it over, back into plank, onto your knees, and back into child's pose. And just reconnect. Good. Good. Okay, and then tucking over the toes, coming back into your downward facing dog, onto your side, into plank. So strengthen the arms, tucking under the tailbone, onto your side, drawing those hips up. Good, hand to the sky, taking that right leg up if you want. Good. And then taking it over into your wild thing, drawing that chest up and open. It's okay to make mistakes. It's just about finding what your body needs today. Strength, playful movement. Good. And coming back over, knees to the ground, into your child's pose. Good. And release. That's it. And then coming round, taking your legs out like this. Good. Drawing the core up and in, and then just taking your arm up and over. So come up out of your right shoulder, right rib cage, and then across. Good. And if you want, you can take that forward a little bit if that feels nice. Just see what your body wants. Good. And then to the other side. So taking it up and then across. Good. That's it. And then coming down. The width, the length of the spine on the mat. Hands to either calves or soles of your feet or big toes, and just roll here for a moment in your happy baby. It's such a nice pose, so fun. We do this every time, but just smile to yourself. Smile, notice how you feel, remind yourself of what your intention was, and see if you feel a bit better. Good. That's it. Relax your head and neck down. Good. You can straighten one leg and then the other. Nice. Good. And then lengthen through your entire body. Inhale and exhale out the last of the tension. Good. Hands to your sides. Just deepen that breath once more. Just place a hand on your chest, a hand on your belly, and just simply observe your body just for a couple of moments. We're just pressing pause on the day. It doesn't need to be long, but it's just enough to reset ourselves. Good. And just allow the breath, the energy, flow around your body freely. So flow from your toes, up through your knees, through your hips, through your belly, through your chest, down your arms, and into your head. Take a moment to just unravel, teaching ourselves to tame our mind, to stay with this moment. Relax the jaw, relax the forehead. Good. Okay, and then coming over, wriggling the fingers and toes, coming over onto your left hand side. Just start to bring in a bit of movement and coming up on to your seat bones, drawing a nice bit of length through the spine. Bringing the hands to heart centre, pressing those palms together, feeling that connection. Finding love in the heart, strength in the body, and balance in the mind. Namaste. Have a good day, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that.